let's begin. So we're here to update or review Stephanie's annual IEP. We're not going to reevaluate this year, but we're just going to go over how she's doing. So let's start by just signing that we're here. So just sign next to your name down there.
Who are you? I'm Mrs. Bakerman, the administrator. And who are you?
Oh, I'm TJ Beaver. I'm her history teacher, or a special ed teacher.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm TJ Beaver. I'm Stephanie's special ed teacher.
Nice to meet you. I'm Hannah Bakerman, the administrator. Thank you.
Okay, so we're here today to do the annual review of Stephanie's IEP. We're not going to reevaluate this year. We're just basically going to go over how she's doing in her classes and how her disability is affecting her. Before we begin, are there any time constraints for anyone right now?
No.
Okay, if there are, we can always meet at another date. Okay, this IEP right here is just kind of a rough draft. We can adjust this at any time, but it will be finalized here a few days after the meeting. So we have some time constraints for that. Any questions so far?
Not at all.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we're going to go over the present levels of academic achievement part of the IEP. We're just going to talk about how she is doing academically. Right now, Stephanie performs well below her grade level in reading and writing. On the standard assessment we give at reevaluation, for the broad reading cluster, she has 56 out of 90 for an RPI score.
Then from the administration point of view, she's missed 40 classes this semester, and she is at risk of not graduating in the spring.
She's failing 5 of 6 classes right now, one of which she has a 12% in, that would be her English class. Her science teacher reports that she has completed, I think, 1 assignment out of 30, which is pretty bad.
What's going on here? Are you guys doing your job? Do you know how to do your job? Like, this shouldn't be an issue. Yes, she has a learning disability, but you guys need to work with her. Clearly you're not doing your job. We're trying to work with her, but it's hard when she doesn't come up to class. Why aren't you going to class?
I don't know. It's hard. I don't know.
That doesn't mean you can't go to class. You can't do well if you don't go to class.
No, Mom.
And we're going to go over your progress in your classes. So the first thing, this data right here shows how you're doing in reading, your progress in reading. This shows all those little tests that you take every 2 weeks in your English class. And since your disability is in reading, that's why you do that. This shows that you are approaching your goal in reading, which means when I update this IEP, we're going to bump you up a grade level, which is awesome. Okay, your teachers report that you're very enthusiastic in class. You put great thought and care into your assignments. In writing, you still have some inconsistencies that we're working on in your English class, but you always do your work, which is awesome. Grades look good. There's 1 D in history class, but we're going to address that later. What else do we got here? Do you have any attendance data or referrals
Yes,
or anything?
I do. She has missed 40 classes out of the semester, which is quite a bit, but we understand. And you're at risk of not graduating in the spring.
but your science teacher reported to me that you're really good at advocating for yourself and making up that work that you've missed, which is awesome.
Good job, sweetie.
Okay, this is the transition section of the IEP. This is where we determine or plan for Stephanie's transition to adulthood. The team has reviewed her grades and her progress and her disability, and we've determined that the best thing for Stephanie would be to apply as a construction worker after graduation.
Stephanie's grades in her classes aren't good enough for a secondary institution to go to school.
Okay, so her goal reads, number 1, Stephanie will graduate high school. Number 2, she will work as a construction worker for the Department of Transportation.
I don't want to be a construction worker.
I mean, can you see her as a construction worker? She's not a construction worker. What about like sales or something? Could she do sales?
That involves numbers, and she's failing math class right now, so I don't know.
Alright.
What if I worked really hard?
Looking at your past and your grades, I'm not sure. Your IEP is called the transition section, and since you just turned 16 this year, this is a new requirement for you that you've probably never seen before. So what this is when we kind of develop a plan for what you're going to do as soon as you graduate next year when you're a senior. Have you thought about any careers or anything you're interested in?
Yeah, actually, I really want to be a kindergarten teacher.
That's great. There's a lot of opportunities there. Have you thought about colleges?
I know college is really important, and I think I'm going to need it.
Okay, we did some assessments with Stephanie. We looked at her skills and what she's good at and what she's interested in, and one of the things it said she was good at is working with people, which that would be great for a kindergarten teacher. So the assessments we gave kind of match what she wants to do, which is great. So that is going to require applying to college and taking entrance exams and all of these things.
Are you sure she's capable of that?
We have a whole bunch of resources. We have a transition specialist here at the school who she helps kind of get in touch with those colleges and things like that to kind of notify them about the disability and accommodate things.
Okay. And if you ever need any help, always come to the office and ask questions. There will always be someone there to help you.